Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You are all welcome to this online webinar da na ce zan yi wadda na samu suna roadmap na zama data analyst ko roadmap na yadda mutum zai zama data analyst. So I'm sorry, I'm going to present this webinar with mixed up of English and Hausa. So uh, for better understanding of most of the people, which I believed uh, it's it will be very rare to have someone that can't hear Hausa. I know, but it's going to be a mix up so that we'll have more understanding of what we are going to discuss. So, as you all know, my name is Ahmad Aminu Ahmad, and I'm the CEO and founder of Ahmad Technologies and Consultancy Limited. So these are the outlines of what we are going to cover for today. Let me show you this in it. We're going to discuss about uh bayani akan, I'm sorry. Okay, zamu yi bayani akan data analysis sannan why choosing data analytics as a career, and we're going to discuss about data analysis process. Duka in brief zai yi bayanin wannan saboda most abin da muke so mu yi bayani kai yau shine wannan na hudu wanda za mu yi bayani kan skills da mutum yake bukata as a data analyst. So wannan shine na hudun da za mu yi bayani kan skills inda mutum yake bukata a wannan sai closing remark da kuma question and answer da za mu yi. So I did not write that, so let's continue. Uh, First of all, bayani akan data analysis. Most of the people ba su fahimci abin da data analysis yake nufi ba. So let me just have yi bayani a gurguje abin da data analysis yake nufi so that duk lokacin da mutum ya ji ana magana data analysis, it will come to his mind cewa this is what ake abin da ake bayani akai. So data analysis is like a profession ne wanda yake dealing the data. Though akwai a lot of professions that suke dealing the data. So data analysis is part of them. And data analysis ana amfani da shi ne domin a bayyana abin da yake cikin data don a yi amfani da wannan abin da aka bayyana daga cikin data in a yi creating decision da wannan abun. Shine abin da data analysis yake yi, abin da yake yi kenan duk lokacin da ake da data za a amfani da data in a bayyana wasu abubuwa daga cikin wannan data, daga abubuwan da daga cikin things da ake bayyanawa a data analysis. Na farko ana amfani da data da aka yi analysis ɗinta a fahimci me ya faru, that is what happened. Maybe game da let's say shago ne mutum yake da shi, aka ba da data na shagon, ana so a gane ya akai shagon ya ci riba, ko ya akai shagon ya faɗi, ko ya akai shagon baya ciniki. So shine aikin data analyst. Idan ya analysis in data, ana so a san wannan based on analysis in the data analyst ya yi. Wannan shine abu na farko da data analysis yake yi. So you put it at the back of your mind. That is, data analysis analyst always answered the question of what happened. That's number one thing. Please, you can put it at the back of your mind cewa duk lokacin da aka yi data analysis ana amfani da data ne domin a gane what happened. That is, me yasa wani abu ya faru. That's number one thing. Secondly, ana amfani da data domin a gane why did it happen. That is, why something happened. Me yasa wani abu ya faru. Yanzu data analyst idan za a bashi data maybe na patient da sauransu, yana iya cewa abin da yasa wani ya kamu da ciwon suga shine kaza, maybe kaza yake ci based on data inda za a bashi ta wannan mutumin. So why did something happen is another question that duk lokacin da aka yi analysis, data analyst yana analysis inda yana answer wannan question in na why did it happen. That's number two. So number one is what happened. Number two, why did something happen? Kamar misali yanzu shago ne da na bada misali, a shagon ya yi ciniki, me yasa shagon ya yi ciniki? Now we are not seeing what happened, that is shagon ya yi ciniki ko bai yi ciniki ba. No. Yanzu okay, let's say mun san shagon ya yi ciniki, mun san shagon bai yi ciniki ba. Yanzu abinda muke so mu sani me yasa shagon bai yi ciniki ba. So it's something else. Why did it happen? Ko me yasa shagon ya yi ciniki? So abu na gaba shine what will happen. Ana amfani da data analysis a answer question me zai faru a gaba. So what will happen based on the data da ake da kasa available, what will happen? Yes, there is something that will happen. So what is that thing that will happen? So that is another thing that data analysis ake yi da shi. Duk wannan bayani ne akan data analysis. I want you to just have this at the back of your mind. Duk lokacin da kaji ana magana data analysis, all these things that I'm explaining su ne ake so a answer questions ne, kamar wannan questions ne duka za ku ga da question mark na sa su, what happened, why did it happen, what will happen, duka abun da data analyst take answer. Abu na uku shine what can be done to change the picture. That is, me za a yi domin a canza abun da zai faru gaba. Ok, kaza ya faru, an gano kaza, an gano kaza ya faru. So ya za a yi kar wani abu ya faru a gaba. Maybe, ok, ba a so a wata state ya kasance an samu lokacin da babu waɗanda suke karatun boko, ko za a samu wani lokaci a state in babu wanda ya iya data analysis. So what are we going to do in order for us not to have that? One of the things that what can be done to change the feature in, kamar yanzu idan mun lura, maybe data analyst as a profession, most of the people ba sa yi ne, ba a san shi ba da sauransu. Idan aka ce ba za a koyar da shi ba, nan gaba kaɗan za a mance da profession. Okay, so what are we going to do to change the feature based on the data da muke da shi na cewa most of the people ba su yi data analysis ba? Maybe shine sai a ce za a dinga karantar da mutane, za a dinga kaza, za a dinga kaza. All this waɗannan abubuwan guda hudu, data analyst yana amfani da data ne domin ya ansa waɗannan questions in duka. So the data analyst is always using data in order for him to answer these 4 questions. So he used data to answer what happened, he used data to answer why did it happen, he used data to answer what will happen, and he used data to answer what can be done to change the future. Okay, these 4 things da kuke gani gaba su types of analysis ne da muke da su guda hudu. What happened is what is called descriptive analysis. That is what happened. So whenever you are answering the question what happened, that is, you are trying to have a description of something. So that what descriptive analysis is all about. The next question, that why did it happen, that's the diagnostic analysis. So you are always trying to figure out why did something happen. Kamar misali yanzu idan mutum ya je asibiti za a yi diagnostic nashi a gane cutar da ke faruwa gare. So with data, a data analyst can tell why did something happen. That is in order for him to run a what diagnostic analysis using what? Using a data. The third one is what will happen. That is the predictive analysis. So a data analyst use data to predict what will happen, what might happen based on the data available to him. He can predict what will happen. The last one is what can be done to change the future. That is the prescriptive analysis. A data analyst can use prescriptive analysis in order for him to tell this is what you should be doing in order for you to prevent something from happening in the future. So these are the 4 things whenever you hear about data analysis. Shine abun da data analyst yake yi always, wannan su ne abubuwan da yake yi with data. So yanzu idan aka baka data, kai kana ganin numbobi, it's just numbers, millions of numbers. A data analyst is seeing something. A data analyst is seeing that, okay, based on this data, I can diagnose a lot of things, I can prescribe things, I can describe things. So these are the things related to data analysis. So do look at the data analysis data. This is what data analysis is all about. So let's move forward. I'm recording the video, so I'll put the recording for some of you that missed the beginning so that you can listen to the previous things that I have said. So this is what data analysis is all about. What happened? It's answering the question of what happened, why did it happen, what will happen, and what can be done to change the future. Always, these are one of the. Sometimes you can answer all the 4 questions with same data. Sometimes you cannot answer all the 4. You can answer only one because the task that can be given to you maybe is only one question. One question that you are answering, maybe describing something, or maybe predicting something, or prescribing something, or diagnosing something. So these are the 4 things. So let's move forward. So I just put this, I want to talk about this, why choosing data analytics career. I always say this to a lot of people because data analysis or analytics is a kind of most demanded job in the world. Most of the people are not aware that these skills, you need it wherever you might find yourself, whoever you are, wherever you want to work with. If you have this skill, you can work anywhere you are. You can study Hausa at university and you can end up as a data analyst. Why in department of Hausa you are the analyst? You are the one analyzing the data of Hausa department. I'm just saying this. Every sector, every department, every industry, every profession, they need a data analyst, someone that can translate their data for them, someone that can help them learn what happened, someone that can help them know why did it happen, what will happen, and what can they do in order for them to change the future. So these are the four things that in every aspect of life you need a data analyst everywhere. So don't say we are not telling everybody to become a computer analyst or to study computer, or you must study computer for you to become a data analyst, or you must do no. Even a medical doctor, a lawyer, engineer, everyone can become a data analyst. You can learn how to translate your own profession data, and you can be a data analyst. So this is a very it's one of the most demanded job in the world. It's even the most demanded, not one is the most demanded. You can work anywhere. That's something that you should put at the back of your mind, and it's very easy to start. It doesn't require anything. It's very, very easy to start. There are many people, I know some of you will ask me that, okay, I want to become data analyst. I'm not good at mathematics. Of course, if you are not good in mathematics, you can become a data analyst. But believe me, it's all mathematics is required for those that want to go deep in data science. That has to do with deep learning, artificial intelligence, machine learning. That's what required you to be very good in mathematics and statistics. But as a data analyst, sometimes you don't need that. You don't need to be, don't say you, I'm afraid of mathematics, I can't become a data. No, you can become a data analyst. Even if you are not good in mathematics, don't worry, computer will do everything for you. So it's very easy to start and it's very high paid job. It's very high paid job because sometimes as a data analyst, you can be working with different sectors, different people, and you will get a lot of money because the job is very regarded job. Ana girmama aikin sosai saboda ana buƙatar masu yin aiki amma babu su. We have the data, but bamu da mutane da za su yi translating data, especially in Nigeria. We don't have people that can translate the data. A lot of people think that a data analyst is only someone who studied computer. Even in a court of law or a hospital or anywhere, ana buƙatar wanda zai translating data yanzu. So idan ba a babu wanda zai translating data, ya za a yi making decision? Ba za a yi making decision ba za a yi making policy ba, saboda babu wanda zai translating data in ta zama something meaningful ga wannan organization. Okay, so let's move forward. So these are the journey of data analytics. Number one is data collection and data entry. So these are the things that how it started. I'm just trying to tell you the process. That is the journey, how it started. So the number one thing is data collection and data analysis, or you can call it data gathering. So you need to have the data, you need to collect the data, you need to enter the data. That's number one thing, followed by data cleaning and formatting. So after entering the data, you clean the data and you transform the data. That's you format the data. That's another thing for data analyst. So you move forward to analyzing the data. That's data analysis analysis and data visualization. You analyze the data that you clean and you transform, then you analyze it and you visualize it. After that, the last step, that the last process for you is to report the data and share the data, data reporting and sharing. So these are the processes, four of them. Don't worry, I'm just saying all this in order for you to just have an overview of what a data analyst is, because today abin da zan yi bayani shine ya mutum zai zama data analyst, shine bayanin da zamu yi. So these are the processes, maybe data collection and entry, data cleaning and formatting, data analysis and visualization, then data reporting and sharing. All these are processes which can take you to finish everything as a data analyst, right from entering the data, cleaning it, formatting it, and the rest. Okay. So now this is what brought us here today. That is in Patamuku, what are the skills da zaka koya don ka zama data analyst. This is the main topic of today. Duk abin da muka yi a baya is just muna ya ake cewa sharar fage ne muka yi. Mun dan yi ne kawai saboda a fahimci me data analysis and me data analyst in. So now the skills that you need, what I'm going to tell you now, take note. You can search online and get something different from what I'm going to tell you, because whatever you are going to learn has to be domesticated, has to be domestic, has to be local. What I'm giving you now is something that related to Nigeria. So if you are living outside Nigeria, Kokuma, you are living somewhere, you might say something different from what I'm going to say. So we are in Nigeria, I'm going to say something in Nigeria. So don't go and watch your YouTube or you Google something and you didn't see what I said here. You say, okay, no, they are developed countries, those people, white people, duka za su faɗa maka abin da ke da alaka da ƙasar su. Ni ma zan faɗa maka abin da ke da alaka da Nigeria based on my experience and based on what I knew. I realized how it works. So this is what I'm going to tell you. These are the skills you need to learn. These are the skills you need to learn. Number one, number one is Excel. You need to learn Excel, Microsoft Excel. If you want to become a data analyst, learn Microsoft Excel. Some people will call it spreadsheet. Zaka ji an ce spreadsheet. So idan ka ji spreadsheet, ka ji an ce Microsoft Excel, believe me, my brother, is the same thing. Don't get confused. Some people are just using different name for it. So it's spreadsheet or Microsoft Excel. Secondly, learn PowerPoint. The reason why I bring PowerPoint immediately after it is because of data reporting and sharing. That's the only reason I brought Microsoft PowerPoint here. But I'm supposed to put Microsoft PowerPoint at the end. At the end, it's supposed to be at the end, because as a data analyst, even if you analyze the data, you did everything, you must learn how to share the data and you must learn how to write a report based on the analysis you have done. So you need to learn PowerPoint. You need to learn PowerPoint because PowerPoint is being used for data presentation and other things. So you must learn this. So don't get confused. I just put it here. I've told you the reason. So, but the next thing after Excel, then you learn I say PowerPoint, then you move to Power BI. This Power BI now in Nigeria, some people started using it. Some organizations, some very, very few of them started using Power BI. But as it is now, we are not in very deep use of it, but it's coming up. You can learn it, you can master it. So when it's become kamar kowa ya fara aiki da shi, from there you can start maybe ka ci gaba da aiki da. But it's good you can learn it. You can learn it immediately after Excel. You can move to Power BI. I highly recommend that. Power BI will help you to do some things. I'll explain more about each and every one of these. I'll explain a little bit about them. Don't worry. Then you move to Tableau. Of course, you need to learn Tableau. Immediately after this Power BI, you can learn Tableau. The reason why I put Tableau is Tableau, like Power BI, some few organizations, like I said, not all, very, very few started using Tableau. So please learn Tableau after Power BI. All these two, I'll explain them. Don't worry. I will talk about them. They are not that much. They are not that complex. They are not that difficult. But you can learn them as a complement to your skills as a data analyst. So don't worry. Don't worry. Then after Tableau, learn SQL. You can go ahead and learn SQL. Please don't wait for a job. Once you are learning, just keep learning all this. When you finish this, move to this, move to this. Don't wait for a job. Just keep preparing yourself. Keep preparing yourself. So learn SQL. That is structured query language. So structured query language is also very, very awesome for you to learn it. I don't know I can't tell you any organization in Nigeria. I don't know. I'm not saying there is none, but of course, SQL will help you a lot. It will help you a lot because SQL nowadays in Nigeria, most of the organization are not using it. But if you learn it, how to use it and something, you can be a very good somebody, especially in passing interview questions. in getting maybe remote jobs from outside Nigeria and others, and especially those that want to move to maybe to learn back-end development, but to become back-end developers and whatever. I think SQL is a very good something for you to learn. Please learn SQL. It's not that difficult. SQL is not that difficult. You can learn SQL also. So the last thing is Python. Of course, you need to learn Python. After SQL, then you learn Python. As it is now in Nigeria, most of the organizations, ministries, agencies, and companies, some have started using it, some, but very few have started using Python for that. I didn't put R, I didn't put others, but of course, after Python, you can move to R, you can move to others and just keep learning that. But these skills that I just mentioned, if you learn them as I put them the way it is now, after the Microsoft Excel, you move to PowerPoint, you move to Power BI, you move to Tableau, SQL, Python. From there, you can continue. If you master all these, you can become a complete data analyst and you can get a proper job and you can work anywhere. Believe me, you can pass any test that will be given to you. Any test. I believe most of the tests they are doing, if it is a practical, most of it you are going to use Excel. Once it is a practical, most of the organization you are going to use Excel. But if it is maybe theory, they might be asking you questions related to SQL, or maybe they might be asking you questions related maybe to Tableau or Power BI. But learn this and it will help. So let me just explain some of these to tell you things that you can focus on while learning all these skills that I have mentioned. So you see, let's start with this. So for the Excel, you need to learn this. Look at it. All these are things that you need to learn how Excel works and what Excel can do. You need to learn all that, how to create tables, insert data. You see, how to create table and insert data. This is something that I want you to focus more on this. How to create a table, how to insert a data. I have a lot of people that went for interview in a high ministry, some CBN, some a lot of ministries. Believe me, the question is create a table and insert data. Most of them, they cannot do it. So you come back home and you didn't pass the test. Don't say you don't know computer. You must be asked this question whenever you are going for any interview nowadays. So stop saying you are not a computer, this thing, you didn't study computer, nobody will ask you something related to you must be asked. Ko da aikin da za a baka da alaka da maybe koma wani aiko wani kalan position ne, they will ask you this type of question. So please try as much as you can to learn this. So how to create tables, then relevant formulas and functions, know as many as you can. Just keep learning data entry, processing, analysis, visualization, creation of dashboard and whatever. Master Excel, please. Master it. No matter what someone will tell you when it comes to becoming a data analyst in Nigeria, master Excel well. Don't even say you master it just because you learned it in 1 month, 3 months, 4 months, 1 year. You think you knew it all. Believe me, you didn't. Excel is kind of believe me, just keep learning it because I want to emphasize on Excel. Please learn it well. Learn it well. So after that, then you move to PowerPoint. You see, okay, keep learning it every day, like I said. So after this, you see, you learn PowerPoint. I've told you the reason why I said you need to learn PowerPoint. So if you mastered Excel, you learn how to create dashboards, you learn how to do a lot of things with it. If you didn't know how to share what you have done in Excel, that is the analysis you have done, you don't know how to share it, believe me, you will have a lot of loopholes and you have a lot of issues. So learn PowerPoint. Just move to PowerPoint, learn presentation and reporting skills, how to create presentation with PowerPoint, how to create report, interactive animation and whatever. Just this infographics things, you learn it with PowerPoint. It will help you a lot. Believe me, it will help you a lot. Then you learn Power BI, of course, basics of Power BI, learn data modeling. You can call it data wrangling or data modeling. That is how to shape and clean data. Please learn that in Power BI because some of the time when data given to you, you can see one single row column. One column you can create or you can remove or you can create three more columns from one different column. So you need to learn all that. You need to learn all that with Power BI. Also, how to analyze data with it, how to create interactive dashboard. That's one thing about Power BI, creating of interactive dashboard to make it very good looking. Even though you can do that in Excel, whatever you can do that also in Excel. So, but learn this and it will help a lot. So after Power BI, you move to Tableau, basics of Tableau, data modeling with Tableau, how to shape a data, how to clean it, format it, then how to analyze data with Tableau. Also, how to create interactive dashboard. That's how to create a very good looking dashboard in Tableau. So please, you learn it. Also, it will help you. Tableau is very, very good. You should learn it. Also, if you want after Power BI, then you move to Tableau. The reason why I just ask you all to learn this, sometimes you might find yourself that a company is using Tableau, not Power BI. Sometimes you might, so as a data analyst, it's good for you to learn all the tools, at least to have a basics of the, not even, you don't need to master everything, but at least have a basic so that when you find yourself somewhere, at least you can say something about something. Yeah, but Excel, you must master Excel. You must master it. It's not something, it's not optional. You must master Excel. That's number one thing you put at the back of your mind. So after this Tableau, you can move, like I said, you can move to SQL. Yeah, SQL will help you a lot. So you learn SQL queries. There are a lot of queries in it, data modeling, how to shape the data, how to clean the data with SQL, how to remove a lot of things. There are lots of queries and how to analyze a data with it. Most of it is just to clean it, analyze it, remove insights from the data using SQL. SQL is very awesome because when you are using it, you'll just be writing a codes and it will be executing things for you within seconds. So you can learn SQL and to help you a lot. Then you learn how to write complex queries using SQL. So please learn how to write a very complex queries. I know sometimes when I want to write some queries in SQL, sometimes you will dream on them. Wataran kana bacci za ka tashi kawai, then you start driving how the query will looks like, then this, if then you just keep writing all how you want it to be. So it's very, very good also for you to learn it. In Nigeria, for now, we are not up to that, but some few companies you might find them using it, but other organizations and other things they are not for now. But you can learn it and it will help you a lot. So the last thing I said is Python. You see, when you learn basics of Python, the basics, learn the basics. After basics, then you move to numerical Python, that is the NumPy. Then you move to pandas. There are things, I'm just telling you, all these libraries. Then you move to Matplotlib. All these libraries are related to data analysis. I'm not mentioning others because other libraries in Python are related to machine learning. Some are related to others. So I'm not talking about others. I'm talking about these that will help you. The NumPy, the pandas, and the Matplotlib, all these are related to shaping of your data, analyzing of your data, visualization of your data. So please, you can learn this. It will help you a lot when you learn Python. At least you can have an overview of how it works. So when Nigerians started working with it, most of the companies started adopting it later in some years to come. Then at least you have a basics of it and you can just keep learning it gradually. So before that time, you mastered everything. So after you even mastered, you can move to maybe other libraries that has to do with machine learning, deep learning, and whatever. You can move ahead to learn it. But now we are discussing about data analysis, so we are focusing on only these few libraries for you to learn. So all this, as you can see, how long all this takes. So you see, you can learn all these skills in 6 months time or less, depending on how expert or good you are or talented. You can learn this in 6 month period or 3 month period or less. You can learn it. Believe me, you can. If you are dedicated, with 90 days, you can do that. You can do that. And also but even if you learn them in 6 months or less than 6 months, mastering them takes time depending on how well you practice. So how do you practice, how well you practice? It always matter on how you're going to be good at these skills that I have mentioned. So this is it. I'm just thinking, so you just think of this. When you practice more, the more you practice and the more you learn it, this a lot. So this is it, and this is the final. I'm done with the presentation, and thank you so much for uh listening. I'm recording the video, and I'll put the recording for you. I don't want the video to exceed 35 minutes, so this is where we're going to stop. I know you have a lot of questions, some of you, so I'll give hands to Techno and 733. Please, some of you that have questions, I think you can just drop the question there. I'll answer your question. I don't want to renew the time. Is only 40 minutes as you knew. So if you, unless maybe we can come back and have a question and answer, but I think let's just call it a day. So if you have a question, just ask. Let me just give a, okay, okay, you can talk. What? Okay, where is this Techno? Please raise your hand again. The one using Techno. If you have a question, you can ask. And also, I think I'm going to hold a data analytics boot camp. I'm going to teach all these skills that I've mentioned: the Excel, the PowerPoint, the Power BI, the Tableau, and also the SQL. I'm going to have a boot camp on that. I'm thinking, I don't know when the boot camp will come off, but seriously, it's going to be around May, April, May, the way I did the last one that we did in 2023. So maybe I'm going to hold the boot camp in May, first May. So the registration will start anytime. I don't know when. So I'll just think of it and see what I can do. So if you have a question, please, you can ask. Then we can. Yeah, someone is talking about SPSS. Yeah, where is SPSS? Don't worry, SPSS is statistical package for social sciences. So it's for social sciences. This thing is for, normally when we are discussing it, most of the people are not using SPSS. But you can learn SPSS also. SPSS is not that very complex, but you can learn SPSS also. Don't worry, I didn't put SPSS, but you can learn it if you want, because SPSS is more of academic skills. That why I didn't put SBS. I didn't put some of the some. I saw some many people using Stata and whatever in that. But don't worry, you can learn that also. Believe me, you can. So if you have a question, please, you can ask. Can we get a copy of this presentation? Yes. Good evening, sir. Please, what is the problem? Data science and data analytics. Believe me, data science is it's the study field that has to do with anything data. That is under that data science, you'll have machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence, and data analytics. So data analytics is like a branch of data science. So it's a branch under data science. So don't get confused with this. I did a presentation on that. Maybe I will share the video also. You have a question, but before asking my question, please come again for first introduction, number 1, 2, 3, 4, summarize it. Please, I will share the video. I will share the link of the video with you. All of you will see it. And I will share the PDF of the presentation with you also. So I think it's only to, yeah, we have some seconds to go. Don't worry, I will share the link with you. I think I will see you next time. Maybe next week, I'll have another class related to this. So I will share the link with you now so that you can watch the video. Those of you that came late, you can watch it. So please have a wonderful dream. Good night. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.